My childhood friend Avery Johnson's uncle, Oscar Hunter, killed himself. Before he died, someone found hundreds of love letters in his drawer, all written to me, none ever sent. So when I got a second chance at life and my mom asked if I wanted to marry Avery, I straight up told her no. I was choosing his uncle Oscar instead. This was my secret. I was living my second life. In my previous life, I married Avery, my childhood sweetheart. But after we tied the knot, he barely came home. Later, when I started bleeding bad during my pregnancy, he ditched me right there because his first love, Stella Locke, called. That snake said, "Avery, power's out at my place, and I'm really scared." Just like that, my husband left without thinking twice. Eventually, the bleeding killed both my baby and me. After I died, Avery didn't shed one tear. Just bitched about how my death messed up his vacation plans with his precious Stella. When I opened my eyes again, I was back to the day my mom asked me that question. "Amanda, are you sure about this? You and Avery grew up together. You really want to marry his uncle Oscar instead?" Every time my mom asked, I would just give her the same answer. "Yes, I'm sure." "Well, if you want him, that's what matters. Your dad and I will get the ball rolling." Actually, my mom was more hyped than me. She ran straight to ask Oscar that same day, and after he said yes, she booked an outdoor venue right away. And as expected, Avery called, sounding quite pissed. "Amanda, you're doing way too much. First you manipulate our parents into this arranged marriage, now you're sneaking around. Booking venues? Girl, have some self-respect. Are you really this thirsty to get hitched? This desperate act is exactly why I can't be with you." I bit my lip, took a breath, and explained, "Avery, I'm not marrying you this time. I chose your." He just cut me off with a nasty laugh. "Playing hard to get now? Should have seen through your BS earlier. Just plan all the weddings you want. I love Stella and she's the only one I'm marrying. My heart's hers. You're just making me sick." With that, he ended the call, cutting off anything I was about to say. Whatever. He'd figure it out soon enough. Our families had been tight for generations, a real old school connection that meant everything in our circle. Avery and I literally grew up next door to each other, sharing every moment like those perfect childhood sweethearts you read about. After Christmas that year, our parents set up the marriage, keeping with tradition and all that family arrangement stuff. But in my last life, Avery dropped a bomb, wanting to break off our engagement to marry someone else. I wouldn't back down, and things got ugly fast. I got my way and married him anyway, but that was just the start of the nightmare. He rarely came home after we tied the knot. And when I finally got pregnant, he straight up moved in with Stella. I could only see his face at some family events. It wasn't until I was about to pop that his family finally pulled rank and made him come back home. But that first night he was back, we got into a crazy fight that had me bleeding bad. I was scared out of my mind, begging him to get me to a hospital. Then Stella called. And that was all it took. Avery was gone. Me and my unborn baby died right there in that hospital bed. My little one never even got to see daylight. After I died, Avery didn't even show up to my funeral, just took Stella on vacation like it was nothing. My parents couldn't handle the pain. They got sick from being so heartbroken and died not long after. Everything my family owned ended up in Avery's hands, while he and Stella lived their best life with all their kids and grandkids. Last time around, marrying Avery straight up destroyed everything, my family, my life, all of it gone. This time, no way I'm letting that happen again. I gotta protect the people who actually care about me.